So this video will show you how to complete the eyeglass exercises by Onshape. So if you're on this page, you're going to want to come up to these three tabs and hit Copy Workspace. If you're not actually, I should say, already on this page, go to onshape.com or the link that is on Classroom. Sorry, Onshape, please change this rather than having copy in the name, put your name at the end and hit OK. And this gives you an editable version of this workspace in Onshape. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that tab in Classroom so I can have the instructions next to me while working on this document. So now that I have the instructions open, you can choose to follow along this video or the instructions. I'm going to put this tab onto what we need to do. So that's eyeglass frame front. And just so you know, these are the instructions. So if you want to tab through, you can click through this video and it will walk you through the same steps I'm going to walk you through. All right, so you want to click on the top pane here, and then you can right click and say View Normal To, or you can hit N on the keyboard. And what this does is it brings up your sketch plane so that it's normal to your viewing. It's like looking straight onto the piece of paper. Okay, now you can left click anywhere out in this white space to unselect that sketch plane that you were on. And what you're going to do is you're going to drag this sketch around to change the shape of these eyeglasses. What it says here in these instructions is you can look at this little picture here to get some ideas for how you might want to shape the glasses, but it is truly up to you. So now what you want to do is come over here, right click on Sketch 2, which is the sketch that made the shape of these glasses, and say Edit. And now you can basically move any of these blue dots around simply by dragging them and moving them out. And this is where you would edit the shape of your glasses. And you can go something simple like I'm doing here, or you can go much more dramatic and give yourself maybe like mountain peaks. This is up to you. You can change these however you want. And then once you are happy with your sketch, don't change anything on this black line or anything to the left or this area as well, because that is where your nose has to fit in. But any of this area will work. If you're not happy with something that you made, you can always hit the undo button here or Control Z. All right, so now I'm going to hit the green check, and you'll see that the glasses actually change shape to what you did, and it actually mirrors it over to the other side. So now we have these really funky, sort of ugly, you might say, glasses. All right, now to see what these did to the actual assembly of the glasses, you can come down here to Eyeglass Assembly. You can right click and drag your right mouse button around to view what they would actually look like on this model. One thing you'll want to do is click this drop down. And if you turn perspective on, it'll make it look a little more realistic. And then you can say shaded without edges so that you get rid of all those lines in the face that were making that up. Okay, now the next thing you're going to want to do is go back to your frame front part studio and right click on this part down here, and we're going to change the color of them. So you pick whatever you want, and you can hit the green check, and now come back, and now you'll see the front is orange. If you want to change the sides, you could do so in these, following the same process. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is change the color of your glass that's in here. So all right, so we're going to right click on the frame front and say Edit Appearance again. And this time we're going to slide this down to 50, which is giving it a transparency of around 50%. And it'll let 50% of the light through. And now you can see both the glass part and the frame itself is slightly transparent. Now we can go back here to see what it looks like on the mannequin. You can do the same thing as well for the left and right temple part if you want the arms to be slightly transparent. And that's it. Once you're happy with this, you can snip this image or do whatever it is that it says to do on Classroom. If you don't like the way you did it, you can always follow those steps again and go back in and edit these funky shapes that I gave it and whatnot. That's it for now. You don't have to save an Onshape. It'll automatically do that for you.